Hey everyone. I've decided to give you a recording of this because you are going to record it yourself, and I'm going to walk you through the steps before I begin my business presentation. Firstly, I've created a meeting for myself on Moodle. You can do that with your partners. You agree on a time, of course. You create the meeting, and then you share your screen. I'm not going to share it right now because I would like it to be a reveal, and then you share your screen. Then you click record, which should be obvious, right? Once you've done all of these things, you can then compress your file and put it in a zip file. I don't know what this is called in German. And then either put it on Moodle or share it on a hosting website like WeShare. Or what I'm going to do is put it on YouTube. You can also put it on YouTube as well. Okay? Listen, if you have any further questions, I would do a practice run soon as possible, not even with the content that you need, but just can we get everyone together? Does it work? Can I upload it? Can I compress it? Because during the winter break when it's due, I will be unavailable. I won't be answering emails about, hey, Andrew, how can I compress this? So I would ask these questions now, these like Verwaltung kind of questions. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to begin my presentation. So, class, imagine a place where food, fitness, friends, and flavor all meet. Now, I know some of you guys out there might be fitness enthusiasts, and you might be tired of eating chicken and broccoli every day, or quinoa, plain old quinoa that you make at home with a couple of, spices in there. You might be looking for something that tastes delicious, but also aligns with your nutritional goals. So it gives you all the nutrition you need to meet your macros, to lose weight, to compete in marathons or some other form of athletics. But you also want to go to a place that's worth going to, right? That's not just a place that serves food, but it also serves up networking or information about upcoming fitness events, or even just a place to socialize and meet like-minded people who share your enthusiasm for fitness. And you might want this at a reasonable price. We're not talking about cheap, but for a reasonable price. Well, ladies and gentlemen of Wirtschaftssprache 1, I introduce you to my company, not former Yugoslavia, Power Plate Bistro, a place where food, fitness, friends, and flavor all meet. So, what are my points of discussion today? Well, first, I'm going to give you some quick facts about Power Plate Bistro. After that, I'm going to walk you through our value proposition. What does our company do better than our competitors? After that, I'm going to give you an inside look into our demographics, psychographics, and in general, our target market. And after that, I'm going to expand on the idea of demographics and psychographics. And I'm going to give you what is called a customer persona, which is like a profile of our prototypical customer. Uh, my talk should take about 5 to 7 minutes, and my fellow group members will explain the various parts of Power Plate Bistro as well. So first and foremost, what are the quick facts about Power Plate Bistro? Well, it's a fitness food restaurant with a modern, sleek decor. Um, excuse me. And it is located in the 6th district of Vienna, Austria. If you guys are not familiar, this is a place that hosts a lot of apartment complexes, also holiday apartments, so people who live elsewhere in Austria, but also visitors. And it has quite a few bars and restaurants. We're going to talk more about that in just a few minutes. Andrew's going to tell you something about that. Okay, as I said, it has a sleek, modern design that goes with a sleek, modern, and tasty cuisine. And we're going to have an open concept kitchen. What does this mean? An open concept kitchen is going to be a kitchen where patrons, where customers, where diners at Power Plate Bistro are able to see how their food is prepared. They're also able to see how the produce, vegetables, and fruits are stored, how the meat is stored. They'll be able to have a look inside the kitchen and see just how their delicious and nutritious food is prepared. Power Plate Bistro is also going to host a number of fitness-inspired artworks uh, or pieces of art from local artists, international artists, and of course, it's going to have photos from someone like Arnold and some other fitness greats. Then it's the last point here is it is going to offer both private and communal dining. What does this mean? Well, this means that there's going to be sections for couples to eat, friends who know each other to eat, and enjoy the company of people they already know. But there will also be a cafeteria style or a like student lounge style area where people can mix and speak freely with one another and eat in a communal kind of way. So that ends my part of the presentation, and now I'm going to give the floor to Andrew, who is going to tell you something about our value proposition. Hey, thanks a lot, Andrew. So what is our value proposition? What makes Power Plate Bistro all that much better than its competitors? Well, our value proposition is broken up into five parts. The functional utility, which is tasty food made by chefs who do not only work in the fitness field. So as you can see in the picture here, we have bibimbap, and we are going to focus on a nutrient protein-rich bibimbap for some of our bodybuilder types. For those who are more interested in losing weight, we're going to have an alternative bibimbap that focuses more on calorie reduction and nutrition. But the point is, our chefs are well versed in international cuisine, with the ownership, myself and other people included, having a background in nutritional science. So it's going to be a synergy between experienced chefs, international cooks, and nutritional scientists who cooperate to deliver tasty nutrition that aligns with your health and fitness goals. That is the function of our company. Additionally, we are going to focus on seasonal freshness. So we are not going to offer things, let's say spinach, in the middle of summer. Spinach is a fall and winter vegetable and is typically grown and harvested during this time. And we want to represent the pinnacle of freshness and sustainability. So we do not want to offer these things when they're not in season. And we are going to allow for customization and dietary inclusivity. What does that mean? Well, if you're not happy with the options that the chefs prepare, um, you are able to customize a few dishes and mix and match ingredients. And dietary inclusivity means our food is going to be available for those with gluten intolerances, lactose intolerances, vegans, vegetarians, uh, or any other kind of dietary preferences. So, what is the solution we offer to our customers? Well, there's a problem out there. There exists a problem, and you say, how can I eat the calories I need? How can I eat the nutrients I need, and make it taste delicious every time? Uh, or not every time, but more often than simply like I said in the or like Andrew said in the intro, chicken and broccoli, quinoa, oatmeal. I'm not an experienced chef, so I have the problem of creating something that is both delicious and nutritious all the time. I could get something from like Löwenanteil and have it delivered, but I really want to focus on freshness. This is my problem. Well, the solution to this problem is Power Plate Bistro. We create, as I said, we create dishes with nutritional alignment and on a changing menu with seasonal produce and seasonal ingredients. Additionally, I might be new in the city of Vienna. I might be from the US. I might be a student from Canada. I might be a young professional from somewhere in Europe or Asia or South America, right? And I don't really know anybody. And to be quite honest, Austria is not known to be one of the friendliest countries in Europe. So how can I get to know people? But maybe I don't want to drink all the time or go and party. I'm a more serious person who's interested in adhering to my fitness goals. Well, Power Plate Bistro offers a community and a networking hub. We are going to have influencers host events. We are going to have kind of mini exhibitions or fairs. I don't want to go as far as to say fairs, but offers and exhibitions that will attract you and other like-minded people and allow you to mix and mingle more easily. What is the promise we make to our customers? As I've said twice before, gourmet food with health focus, we promise you it's always going to be delicious, it's always going to be nutritious. And we promise a dynamic dining experience. You'll always meet someone new, there'll always be a new offer. Uh, there's always something exciting going on at Power Plate Bistro, more than just food. And the social gains that are offered to our clientele is that they become a pioneer in health and wellness, especially if they're an early adopter. They show others they're standing for something. They have a set of values and beliefs that are important to them: nutrition, dedication, quality, and they also receive the social gain of growing a network. And lastly, we have a monetary aspect, which is the premium quality and total nutrition you get in our meals is under 20 euros all the time. All the time. So you get a meal and you get a nutritional drink for under 20 euros. Of course, there are more options to expand it with higher price ranges, but you can get your complete and total nutrition for under 20 euros every time. And this is an investment in you. You're paying money, but it's really not just going into someone else's pockets. It's an investment in you. So I'd like to leave you with our value proposition in words. Power Plate Bistro offers tasty, tailored nutrition that aligns with all your nutritional goals. We promise this gourmet food comes along with a dynamic dining experience because Power Plate Bistro is more than just a restaurant. It's a place for fitness freaks to network and share ideas alongside delicious, nutritious, and affordable food. That ends my point of the presentation. Now I'm going to hand it over to Andrew, who's going to tell you something about the demographics in our target market. Thank you, Andrew. So what are our demographics here? Well, we've honed in on a few different items here. Firstly, I'd like to tell you about the location, which is in urban Vienna in the 6th district. Why did we choose the sixth district? Please excuse me. I speak 5 languages or so, and I'm not. This is not a casual flex or a humble brag here. It's just my mouth is a mess sometimes. Okay, so urban Vienna 6th district. Why? Well, if you've ever been to Vienna 6th district, there's already a number of bars, restaurants that are international with new creative ideas. Naschmarkt is right there. Um, and there are a lot of visitors, but a lot of locals who flock there for something new and something exciting, something different, something special. It's urban without being as urban as the first district or the second district. Um, and we think this is the perfect place to reach our target customer. And we have identified our target age as 28 to 31. Why? What is the justification for this? Well, we believe that people at this age are still young enough and free enough from responsibility that fitness is a primary goal in their everyday life, while being old enough to have disposable income, so that extra money to pay for more premium quality products, and also getting old enough to start thinking, I should probably be a bit healthier. So they don't have that amazing metabolism, the Stoffwechsel that they had when they were 20 or 21. So yeah, this is the why we determined that this age group is the best age group for Power Plate Bistro. So why have we chosen gender 60% male and 40% female? There are fitness freaks on both sides of the aisle, on in both genders. However, it seems to us with the surveys that we conducted that men can be a little more obsessive with their fitness goals and their aesthetics than women. Now, I know this might sound crazy in the age of the female fitness influencer or the male fitness influencer, and there are many female fitness influencers out there. However, male goals tend to be more focused on building muscle, and this desire to build muscle comes with a cost. It requires a number of calories and the right nutrition. And so we're not saying that females don't want to build muscle, but our surveys have indicated that men are the more likely customer here. What is their occupation and why? Well, we chose sales, marketing, business administration fields, so BVL fields, and we seem to believe, and we have also surveyed a number of people, that in these businesses, physical presentation aesthetics is quite important. And good looks, hygiene, manicuring one's looks, important aesthetics, health are big aspects to working in this field. Now, I'm not saying your everyday laborer on the street, your Handwerker, doesn't care, but the Handwerker that we did survey, the day laborers indicated that they had less of an interest in doing more physical activity after work, and that their diet consisted of some beer and other forms of alcohol and quite a bit of red meat. So that's just an example to the contrary, but we focused on sales, marketing, and business administration fields as the target customer. What is their income? Well, we thought net income of 2,200 to 2,500. It can be outside of this on the upper end, but we're looking for a target customer who has more disposable income, who earns a little bit more, who's willing to pay more money for more premium products, and that's why we arrived at this decision. And lastly, the education level and family status. I'll go with the family status first, since it is easier to explain. We thought that this person would be single, and that's because health and fitness goals often involves a lot of investment in the self, an obsession with the self to a degree, and families can kind of get in the way of this kind of thing. Now, we're not saying that these people can't be customers. I myself am a married man, and I'm a big advocate of our product, and I would eat at our business every single day. But this is just the rationale, the logic behind choosing perhaps a single young-ish man for our target customer. And we've chosen the minimum education levels of Matura, and it could be someone with a bachelor's degree from state university, but we seem to believe that our primary customer is probably going to have a FH degree. So the way our company looks, the marketing we use, the presentation of our food has a lot to do with some ideas and ideologies in marketing and public relations. It's very new, modern, innovative, excuse me, and we feel that this is something that, or in view of this fact, we believe that our primary customer is going to have an FH degree. So that concludes the demographics part of the presentation. Now I'm going to hand it over to Andrew, and he's going to tell you about our psychographics. Hey, thanks a lot, Andrew. Well done on the demographics. Now, I would like to ask you, building upon our demographics, what are our psychographics? Now, remember, demographics are things that maybe people can't really change, but psychographics are things that are very unique and can change and be adapted over time. So what are the attitudes of our typical customer? Well, they are very proactive about health. They care a lot about their health. They're adventurous with food. So they're not looking to just have, oh, I like schnitzel, so I want a vegan schnitzel to be healthier. Sure, that could be a part of it, but they're looking to try a food that may be more adventurous, incorporating more international aspects to it. And they're very much interested in holistic lifestyle engagement. What does this mean? It means everything in their life is connected: health, fitness, work ethic. These things are connected to form a whole. So this person doesn't like to put things in different compartments. They like to look at their behaviors as a whole. What is the primary value of our customer? What values, what Werte does this person have? Well, they prefer quality over quantity. Your average 21-year-old might even still live at home, probably just chicken, rice, broccoli, eating a ton of it, fitness, protein shake, whey, it's enough. But a Power Plate Bistro customer is more interested in getting that tasty, delicious, chef-inspired quality as opposed to something cheaper and easier for less money. As I said, cheaper. I'm sorry, I repeated myself a little bit. Now, what about the personality? Okay, well, they're conscientious. So a fitness person is typically conscientious. They think about the things they're going to do and why they do them. In this case, they're going to be somewhat adventurous because they want to try new things. Power Plate Bistro is new. It offers new ideas. They're interested in the new, the fresh, and the bright, the shiny, this sort of thing. And they're disciplined. Obviously, if you're engaged in the fitness community and you're a little bit older, you probably think, I probably won't go out and party this tonight because I have some fitness goals in mind. But I can also socialize now at Power Plate Bistro. I can talk to people, I can network, I can communicate, I can have fun while still meeting my nutritional goals after a workout. And I would say they're somewhat neurotic. All fitness people are somewhat neurotic, meaning they have a little touch of a Zwangsstörung. They have to do certain things compulsively because of the routine that fitness involves. Last but not least, we have the social status. They enjoy a more premium lifestyle in not just in food, but they probably spend more money on clothing, on cars, on technology because of what the quality means to them and how it is presented to other people. So that concludes my portion of the presentation. I am now going to give the floor to Andrew, who is going to wrap up the presentation by telling you something about our customer persona, our exact target customer. Well, thank you, Andrew. And in the final part of the presentation, I'd like to tell you a little bit about our customer persona, our avatar. We have imagined a customer in this profile here. And his name is Sasha, and he's our target age. He's our target occupation, and we even gave the level of where we think. We think he's people who are upper and higher management are typically a bit older and maybe not so concerned about building muscle or competing in marathons. Maybe they are, some of them, but not the majority of them. And here's something that we think Sasha might say. Power Plate Bistro helps me reach my fitness goals with delicious restaurant quality food while connecting me with like-minded individuals. Gives me a spot to collaborate and hang out too. So you can see his quote embodies the things we have in our demographic and psychographic slides. His quote covers the majority of that. His quote also has our value proposition right in there. A little bit more about Sasha. He's a single white Austrian male. He lives in a Neubau neighborhood of Vienna, so he doesn't want that kind of old crumbling apartment, no matter how nice it is, in which neighborhood. He wants the new and the fresh, and he earns about 27,000 a month and keeps busy with fitness weekend trips and socializing with friends. He's a down-to-earth guy. He's easygoing, he's independent, and he embodies a lot of other aspects in our psychographic profile. I added mild to moderate compassion because he's the kind of gym guy who likes to show other people the way if they need help, which means he's going to be a good customer at PowerPlate because he's going to want to talk and connect with other people. What are some of his hobbies and interests? Well, because he's a relatively young single guy, he's going to be interested in dating, socializing, of course, fitness. He's going to like playing some sports, probably football, maybe some handball or volleyball. He's just interested in sports in general. He keeps up with some of the latest social media trends. He likes nights out with his friends, but reasonable number of nights. We're hoping to catch him, and instead of going out 3 nights a month with his friends, maybe he only goes out one night and spends the other 2 nights at Power Plate Bistro. He also likes day trips for the city in the city and countryside. Now, here's his buying role. He's mostly a buyer, mostly a user of our product, but his extroversion, his social media use, his age, he's not too young, so he's not so shy, could make him a future advocate for this brand. He might tell other people, hey, this is a great place where you can meet your nutritional needs, meet people, and get delicious food. So we think that he could one day be an advocate of our brand. What about his goals? Well, you can see he embodies all of the things that we have mentioned before. He likes to socialize and meet his nutritionist goals. He likes something trendy, something fresh, something new, and he likes being in the know. He likes being kept apprised. He likes knowing the latest developments in fitness and food. Um, some challenges, some pain points we might have for the customer is he might be too busy to be a regular customer. He might use our product and grow tired of it. He might feel overwhelmed by all the things that Power Plate Bistro offers, and the price might not be as adequate as he hoped. But we plan on creating membership and loyalty programs just like a gym would that would keep him from dropping our product when facing any of these challenges. So what does Sasha need? He needs those bright, shiny, eye-catching things. He wants that detailed explanation of the food, just like all those fitness freaks out there. They want to know about the macros, the calories, the nutrients, the vitamins, everything involved in one meal. And he really needs a social event here and there. So we'll have an influencer come and eat at Power Plate Bistro and talk to our clientele. They can be a spokesperson, and we'll even have some nights where our smoothie bar turns into a mocktail bar where people can drink healthy, fit cocktails as well as regular beer or alcoholic beverages if they'd like. So constantly developing the identity of Power Plate Bistro into more than just a restaurant, constantly exploring new avenues of business. What are his sources of info? He's not a very brainy guy. We don't want to say he's dumb, but he just likes easy news on his Instagram feed. He follows, some TikTok trends and other social media platforms. And of course, he looks to his friends for sources of info about fitness and food. So that concludes our presentation about Power Plate Bistro, and we hope that you'll engage in a place where fitness, food, friends, and flavor meet. Thank you for your attention.